Way back at the beginning of week 1, we started out by talking about being fruitful from John chapter 15. Now I want to come full circle and come back to that passage again to conclude this series. John chapter 15, Jesus said, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples." And this passage defined for us what it means to be fruitful and why that's important. It brings glory to the Father. It proves that we're legitimate disciples of Jesus. But the passage also holds the ultimate secret to our success. The success in bearing fruit depends on our relationship with Jesus. Jesus said, "If you remain in me, you'll bear much fruit." So any impact that we have, any eternal influence that we have in somebody's life, ultimately depends entirely on whether we remain in Jesus like a branch remains in the vine. So let's talk about how to do that. Well, I think there's two elements to that. The first one is dependence. The branch does not have any life in itself. It's only alive because of the vine. And so we approach this whole endeavor in complete dependence on Jesus, knowing that we really don't have anything to offer in and of ourselves. But as we live in dependence on Jesus, the life of the vine flows through us and we can bear much fruit. Now, the second dimension of remaining in Jesus, along with dependence, is connection. See, if you break the connection between a branch and a vine, the vine goes on living, but the branch will die. So we have to stay connected with Jesus, and that happens in an ongoing conversation of prayer. That happens in regular time spent cultivating a relationship with Him. And we stay connected by resisting temptation and by living in obedience to Christ. And so whatever your next step might be, as you think about being invitational, about developing relationships with people who don't know Christ, as you approach someone to be in your group or to enter a discipleship relationship, your real next step is prayer and time alone with Jesus, because apart from Him, we can do nothing. Now may God richly bless you and work powerfully through you as you embrace His mission in your life, as you go forward trusting Jesus to help other people pursue God. Take a minute now as we conclude to talk about what it means to remain in Christ.